man. That's funny. And of course, man, y'all already know the king of all rants, the man. It ain't just him just yelling at it either. He know what he's talking about. Y'all already know he's gonna come with that fire and he gonna tell it like it is, whether you like it or not. Y'all give a round of applause to our friend and brother, Coach James. What's going on, James?
Man, I know we're doing introductions right now, but what are we doing right now? What is happening? Why are we not getting? We're not even involved in conversations. We're not even involved in talks. Who is in our scouting department?
We definitely gonna touch on all this. Trust me, man.
Let James kick it off.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah.
can't.
When we get to, I promise you, James gonna definitely kick that part. He gonna definitely kick that part. Gotta say the Porter talk because I know people want to talk about the Porter, and I know James is feeling it. So definitely when we get to that Porter talk, James definitely starting it off. And of course, y'all already know, man, the man is all over the place, man. Y'all can find him at on the block with Coach Carl. Y'all can find him at T-Town Media. You can find him on the Bama Standard. You can find him on Twitter. Hell, you can find him on Earth. Y'all know you can find the man anywhere. Y'all show your love for newly retired coach, but future big-time content creator. Y'all show your love to our brother and friend, Coach Carl Taylor. What's going on, man?
What's going on with your fam, panel, Wu-Tang, chat? Can't wait to get started today. This is gonna be a live one.
Oh yeah, man. Especially with everything that's been going on with the games. We already had the live show. I mean the post-game show. Just gonna talk a little bit about that game and then just put a button on that to like end the season. Ohio State and Miami and Georgia and Ole Miss. Ain't no point in talking about the Texas Tech and Oregon game. It went exactly how I expected to go in a lot of ways, to be honest. But of course, just got to shout out all the people that's in the chat, man. There's so many of y'all. Hopefully, I can get everybody. Steven, what's going on, man? Good to see you, brother. Latoya, what's going on, sis? Sweet home, Bama, what's going on with you? Good to see everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, share the links and everything. Jeff, what's going on, brother?
Jeff.
DSGB. Hey, man, we both in the same place. We're going to the same place. We're going to put our hands together. DSGB, 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Going fishing.
Me, what's going on with you? Who else up in here? Kim, what's going on?
Kim.
Good to see
Emily
you.
Hartman, what's that?
Home team Tripreneur up in this thing. What's going on? Bell, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Everybody up in this thing, man. I'm strolling. Who else up in here? Jeremy up in this thing.
Jeremy.
What's going on with you, bro? Good to see you, man. That was say everybody gonna be jumping in here. Oh man, y'all already know Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones up in this thing, man. What's going on? David, good to see you, brother. Bama, what's going on with you, brother, man? Good to see you, man. Lost Soul, what's going on, man? Y'all already know, man. Got the guys up here, man. Hopefully we get a few more. They can talk.
See Ray.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting the Ray.
Yeah.
I'm still flying down this tough as nails. What's going on? Yeah, tough man. Nails. Jakor, what's going on with you, bro? Everybody, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button before we get started, man. Ray with the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you, brother. Always appreciate y'all for the super chat. Said, why in the heck did Keeley jump in the portal? He was playing so well and probably would have had an opportunity to start next season. We're gonna definitely, Ray. We're gonna get back to that because I know if once we get to start talking about that, we can't necessarily say things that we do know. Is it just know that we know some things? Well, they know some things, but we can't necessarily say. But we'll try to say what we can say.
We
But
asking the wrong questions right now.
yeah, but we're gonna definitely get back to this question, Ray. I promise you, we are not gonna forget that question. But yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Just to put a ball on this game, so we ain't got to talk about it no more. This Alabama Indiana game, man. We sat on it. We seen the shellacking. We taking all the verbal abuse. Man, Coach Sean, final thoughts on this game, man. Just
final thoughts.
Too much talk on this game because I know we talked about it enough.
Final thoughts for me is just when you really break it down to the nuts and bolts without having to go into schematic things. And at the end of the day, that team just beat our ass. I mean, they was more physical. They was more better coached. They schemed. They were more comfortable in their identity of their football team. It reminds me of the Michigan game last year. Not last year, but year before last now. Team just line up and beat your ass in the trenches. They got up to the second level and was smacking our linebackers. They completely removed our defensive line from the line of scrimmage. No matter what we lined up in, our front, even front, we was getting completely whipped at the point of attack. Running backs ran hard, and once they knew that we was getting whipped, they continued to run the football over and over and over again. Alabama got dominated in that game. Don't let nobody tell you they didn't. They got beat up front. That's one of them games where they just got pounded on, and the coach saw it. And if I can preface what Coach Signetti said, when the young guy asked him about your players knowing Alabama's tradition, he clearly said this, and you really have to think about this. It's not nothing that's going to go over your head. It's quite simple. He said, and I quote, "You probably know more about Alabama's tradition than my players do. We just know what we saw on film." So what that's saying is, sure, we respect the tradition, but this team ain't it. We know what we see on film. We're going to whip their asses. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. We know. He practically said what myself, Jans, B-Sharp, and Coach Carr have been telling y'all since Florida State. Regardless, why y'all complaining? Yeah, we won. We know what's on film. We know what we saw. You don't see what we saw, clearly. And that's okay. That's okay. That's what we're here for. He repeated the same stuff that we've been telling y'all. He practically said we respect the tradition, but we know what we see on film. All we can tell you is what we see on film, right? And he did the same thing to Alabama that if I was an opposing team, that I would do. They clearly are not physical up front. Run the ball right at them, right? Their linebackers is not going to feel. They'll feel for a series or two. Late in the game, they're going to get blocked. Their safety's going to take wrong leverage. We're going to run the ball right at them, right? We are just not a physical football team right now. They're not physical on offense. They're going to pass pro 90% of the time, right? They're not even going to get a running backs a chance. They're going to throw the ball 1,614 times in one game. Trust me. They're not physical. They're not physical, Coach Carl. They're going to pass pro the whole damn game, right? So we can get them on 3 and out. We get the ball back and eat up time of possession. They don't have a good punter, so we're going to win that field position. These are all things that I would say if I was playing against Alabama. I'll say this and I'm done. The film don't lie. We've been saying the same slogan all day. Your hopes and dreams, and hope is not a plan. Hope is not a plan. We hope we can do hope. Hope is not a plan. The film don't lie. Jan's been telling you that. Coach Carr been telling you that. Brensky been telling you that. Everybody on this panel been telling y'all the film don't lie. And Coach Signetti said the same thing. So my final thoughts is Alabama got out physical, they got out coached, and we just got whipped. Point blank, period. And honestly, I think he took it easy on Bama the last 6 minutes, 7 minutes of the game. He probably could have scored again if he wanted to. You know what I mean? This is real facts. Shout out to Rob.
Yeah, man. You ain't tell no lie. Shout out to KT,
Shout out to
Bama. Somebody else out there right now. Ephraim. Appreciate y'all, man, joining, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. But James, man, sorry for the patience, man. Go. What's your final thoughts on this game, man?
I mean, Coach Sean just said we got our ass beat. We got to execute on really a lot of the small things, especially defensively. Actually, kind of going back and watching the game, like damn, like we just like Indiana had perfect counters. We tried to. I'm not gonna say get a little bit too cute with our defensive coverages, but we tried to really disguise a lot of our looks. We tried to mix it in. There were plays where we're literally dropping 4, we're rushing 5, and it's and we're trying to we're doing a good job kind of covering the intermediate points, but we didn't do a good job with gap integrity. We didn't do a good job in terms of containing the quarterback. Um, we switched to playing a lot more off man coverage. I think we did that. I think we did that because I know players were kind of complaining that in the Oklahoma game that why the hell are we pretty much running a lot more zone, even though that's kind of more of our base coverage set. And we switched to man, off man, and we did a much better job. But in this game, they just beat us. Like Indiana did a phenomenal job in terms of making adjustments after really the first couple series, and we just couldn't figure out ways to kind of stop them more consistently. We could not win home. We could not win home all that much with our base 4, and yeah, Indiana just zoned us to death. They zoned us to death. They created the cutback lanes. Running backs were extremely patient. And they out physicaled us. They wore us down in the second half. They wore us down, and you can make a legit argument the game was over after we didn't pick up the 4th and 1 when we try to run a jet sweep to the outside. That's how you knew Indiana. They just knew that, oh yeah, this team is not about it. They're not about it. So we got out physical, we got out man, we got out coach, we got out scheme. No matter what you want to call it, it is what it is. We got punked, and it's weird because we have lost games where teams were more physical than us, right? You look at the Auburn game when we lost 26-14. We could take a look at the Georgia game of the national championship. There are games where we lost by double digits. Hell, we lost to Clemson 44-16, but this wasn't even competitive. It just wasn't even competitive, and a lot of the stuff that all of us have in this panel since the Florida State game, not even the Florida State game, since last year happened with this game. This cutesy dootsy West Coast sort of scheme, this blocking hybrid gap power crap gap powered zone crap that we're running with our blocking scheme. It's too cute and too fancy. Receiver concepts once again are too long. Your quarterback is hesitant as all hell because he doesn't trust the base. He doesn't trust your protection set. You keep switching your offensive line rotations, not playing Jaden Roberts, who's the best anchor probably on your damn team. You're not playing him. Jackson Lloyd should have been it's a mess. Wilkin Formby with the whole loyalty crap. It's just like everything just kind of reared on his head today. So the only thing we can do is hopefully learn from our mistakes, which it looks like we're not doing. We're not doing that right now. So we'll find out. Again, it's early, but yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We just got to we got to do better, and we got to adapt to new times, man. Because watching that Indiana team and watching how they play. Listen, I don't care if their average age is 22 years of age. Guess what? Those are college football players at the end of the day. You better adapt or die, and something that we are, something that we right now we're failing at right now. So shout out to Indiana, congrats to Indiana fans, and yeah, amazing football team.
Coach called to finish this good old Alabama Indiana talk for the year, please.
It ain't much to say after that, man. So
yeah,
I'll make it kind of short and sweet. We got our ass whooped on offense, got our ass whooped on defense. They outshined us on special teams. Yeah, they did everything that they could do. And I even made a funny song about the shit because I was so damn depressed I had to make a song about the shit. So yeah, they did everything that they said they was gonna do. The fan base came on Piano Man Show, told Piano Man Show exactly what they were gonna do. I mean, people been talking about this shit for weeks, and everything that the media said happened, right? The media said the same thing. They did exactly what the media said. The media said Bama shouldn't even damn show up because they won't get their head beat in. Yeah, they didn't even damn show up, and they got their head beat in. Right? They just went out to California for the damn vacation, honestly. And with the turmoil going inside down the locker room, with players down hitting the portal, you can understand why, right? Mm-hmm. It's just a whole lot of nonsense going on, man. It's too much going on inside their program right now for anybody to be happy about what we see going on in Alabama. I tell you that shit right now. There's so much going on. They putting guards in the wrong damn spot. They putting tackles in the wrong spot. They playing the wrong damn kids on offensive line. They fake ass loyalty. You know, it's just a lot going on. It's terrible, man. You got defensive guy that asking to go in the game when you're getting your head beat in to tell you, damn, you can't go in the game. It's just a lot, man. This team is in a turmoil right now. This team is in a very bad spot. Coaching staff don't know what the hell they're doing right now. We get Ryan Groves. We were happy to hear about Ryan Groves. Ryan Groves came in here most of the year and stunk up the damn joint. Only time he had success, honestly, is what we play against the damn FCS teams. Or we got pick sixes in Tennessee and pick six in Oklahoma. Other than that, man, this offense been struggling mightily. The defense been our Achilles, right? It been our backbone. And to the point where down Indiana came in knowing that they weren't going to be able to do shit on offense, and Indiana broke the defense. It just kept going and kept going and kept going until they broke the damn defense. They broke Kane Warmack and made Kane Warmack fucking quit. Like, you going to zero coverage, right? You're playing zero coverage, and then you got off man. If you playing off man, why the fuck are you in zero?
Facts don't make no sense. Facts.
You playing outside leverage and turn loose damn post.
Giving up the post.
Number one,
ain't nobody there, Coach Carl.
Nobody there. Nobody's in the middle of the field, but you're giving up the post, right?
It's facts.
It's a whole lot of bad everything, man. You damn running 30-yard damn deep routes, right? And linebacker dropping 20 yards, right? In the old middle of the field behind the damn defense line is open. You got 15, 20 yards of freedom, but everything ran behind the damn linebackers.
He called it freedom.
This shit terrible, man. Like, I don't understand this dumbass type of damn football, man. Caden Warmack, I understand where Caden Warmack coming from. He was trying to make an adjustment to try to make something happen, hoping that they send the blitz and then they force them Mendoza into a bad throw. But once he sent the blitz, hell, our blitz never made it. Like, we sending a safety blitz, and the safety get to the tackle, stop his feet, taking down hands out instead of trying to outrun the tackle. Or you want to press the tackle, get outside, or he turn loose down an edge and then try to follow you. You're running dead into the damn tackles like you trying to get blocked. So that type of shit that it was just irritating me, man. And I was watching that game. I stopped watching the game as a fan and started watching the game breaking down as a coach. Like, this guy ain't trying anymore. Oh, they don't took this guy's soul. Oh, what the hell happened to this kid? Why this kid in the game? Then we rotate down 30 damn players that seem like on defense all year long, and then come down to this game, we don't play nobody. Like, we stick 13 guys out there the whole game and just burn their asses out. I'm like, like, what the hell? They literally trying to lose? So I was like, shit, somebody sabotaging this damn shit so somebody get fired or something. Like, it was weird, man. Like, I seen Bama get their head beat in, but three times like this. Like, you got beat badly by Georgia. You got beat to death by Indiana. You got beat to death last year by Oklahoma. We got beat to death early by Florida State. Bama don't get their head beat in 3 times in one season. We got demolished. And then you go back and start watching game, man. Just go to the game, break down the old games before. Man, we struggled against FCS teams. Like, honestly, we didn't run the ball well against nobody this year. This staff don't want to run the ball. This staff is 90% pass-happy type of staff. Yeah, you can live with that in certain aspects of the country. But you can't do that around here. Real football, even in the NFL, man, the guy just dropped back trying to pass the ball 100 times in the NFL and not succeeding.
That's a fact.
You see Patrick Mahomes at the crib right now, right? You can't do that right now. You got to get back to playing physical. His team ain't there. The coaching staff ain't there right now. So I don't know, man. It's just, I'm just happy the game over, man. The season over. We can get to the damn transfer portal, all our guys leaving, and then we can see what they're gonna bring in. See if they're gonna bring in some more guys that gonna help their ass to get win, or they're gonna help their ass to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, man.
That's all I can say.
There's only one thing they can do, man. Barbecue or mildew. You gonna barbecue or mildew. So hey, man, it is what it is. That's why I said I ain't want to talk about that one too long, but hey, good
barbecue. You can become a chef and barbecue that shit as a barbecue chef, or you can burn that shit down.
Yeah.
You can't do with two. Either you're gonna burn the meat up or you're gonna cook the meat well.
Hey, they on the clock, man. So it's all good. That's why I like, hey, man. I seen worse, and I hope they don't go back to them times. Never in my lifetime. But hey, only time will tell. But the other games I know that we had up here, man, I'm glad they set that Ole Miss Georgia game for the night game because damn it, did it live up to expectations. Whatever expectation it had, it surpassed that by 10 because it was really, really good. I did not expect Ole Miss to come out of there with the win, even though I wanted them to win. I didn't expect them because I didn't think the defense was going to hold up, but the defense actually held up when it needed to hold up. Trinidad Chandler put on one of the best performances in the playoffs history since we had the playoffs. The kid was outstanding, especially on the drive when they had scored to get the lead. Like, Lord have mercy. So many memorable plays. Coach Sean, I know you caught the game, man. How you feel about this game, man? This game was really amazing, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Before I do, shout out to the brother at I Bleed Crimson Bro. I Bleed always tap in with us. I wanted to tell him, I read his chat. I Bleed said if I said, pretty much what he wanted to say, he'd be a fair weather. I always remember this, I Bleed. You can say whatever you want anytime we on the panel, bro. You would never get classified over here as one thing we don't do is we're not the fan gauger to tell you how to be a fan. Whatever you say, it's gonna be respected, because it's your opinion. Always voice your opinion over here, brother. We appreciate that.
Please.
I don't even know what that means. You know what I mean? I guess if you ain't running around here talking about how well we played the other day, you're a fair weather fan. No, people on this panel just not fanned out like that, right? I don't wake up singing "Yay Alabama." You know what I'm saying? None of us went to Alabama, so we don't tell lies about it. You know what I mean? We don't even know what that means over here, right? I guess you either have fair weather or fanned out. I choose to be fair weather if that's the case, because I'm not gonna tell a lie just because Alabama's my football team, right? Walk around with every damn shirt is an Alabama shirt. You can say whatever you want to say. I Bleed over here. Trust me, brother. And it be
definitely gonna be respected, man.
Respect. Facts,
trust me, we say stuff we don't even agree with each other on. And guess what?
Facts.
We still move on. Guess what? It's at the end of the day, we're gonna still move on. It's all good.
Facts. I believe been rocking with us for a while, brother. You will never be classified like that over here. That I promise you, man. Much love to you, I believe, for sure, bro. As far as the Georgia game go, though, man, it surprised me that second half, I've never seen Georgia, play that much zone. You know what I'm saying? Then it's almost like they had Georgia on their heels because the one play that Ole Miss hit, I think they was playing man, if I'm not mistaken, because the team number 15, I think he came down and started and checked the old boy by himself, and that's how they caught the long pass to put Ole Miss back in contention to score. I really was shocked that Ole Miss kept Georgia on their heels the second half. I think Georgia got a little too cute with Gunnar Stockton too much. I think Georgia, I remember when the best running back that I like, he got hurt right toward the end of the game. The little quick one, man. I forgot his name. It looked like he hurt his ankle or something toward the end. Is it Edwards? I don't remember which one it was, but it was the one who was toting that rock, man. He got hurt.
Yeah, it was Edwards. Edwards got hurt.
Okay, toward the end of the game, man. And when he got hurt, bro, it's like they kept trying to run the ball with Gunnar Stockton and have Gunnar in 3 and 5 step drops, and
they were getting that boy killed.
And they was getting that boy killed. Facts. Ole Miss just pinned their ears back. So to me, it looked like Georgia panicked on offense late, right? And then Kirby called that crazy call. That was a desperation type thing. So I do believe that that's the first game I've seen in a very long time where Georgia got out coached, right? Toward the end of the games, in the second half, as we say. And Ole Miss was physical. My only thing was, I don't know, can Ole Miss play like that again against Miami? I wanted to see Georgia play Miami. I did. That's as NFL and smash mouth as you're going to get, right? So I wanted to see that offensive defensive line battle. Ole Miss can beat anybody. Hell, they 13-1, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But my question would be, can they play that way? To me, football is matchups. It's just like boxing. I don't think Ole Miss match up well because with that offense they have, if Mesidor and Bain get pressure, it's gonna mess the whole thing up. Miami's a better pass rushing team than Georgia to me, right? So if Mesidor and Bain get in the backfield, all that RPO stuff ain't gonna work, right?
Mhm.
I think Georgia and Miami would have been a heavyweight slobber knocker. They both play very, very similar.
Very
The
old school.
Carson Beck narrative. I wanted to see that. So, I can Ole Miss match that physicality one more time, right? Georgia beat you. You had all you wanted to play them. You was really, really, really. I want to know, can you match it now? You got to play Miami. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, you said it right there, man. Before I kick it to Jans, man, that was gonna be a battle of physicality for real in that game, man. I would love to see Mario Cristobal and Kirby Smart just go at each other because I know with Mario, man, the more and more you see these guys succeed, man, the more you look back at that 2015 team of Alabama and like, damn, bro, we really had all these coaches and all these players. That's you don't have that type of staff and players. I think that's a once in a lifetime type of team right there, man. And just to see how far Mario has come, even though I think he's gotten better on the clock with his time management. Because I was just like, the only thing I was watching when they had the lead, I was like, oh man, can he just run out the clock in some type of way? But then the refs did something stupid at the end. But I'm
I want to
sorry,
say one thing before you pass.
No, go ahead. My fault.
Real quickly, and we all, including myself, used to be on Pete Golding. Pete Golding sucks. Well, I can remember it might have been Jans. I can't remember. It was either Ty or Jans said this, and it just stick out in my brain. Sure, when Pete Golding was at Alabama, he had his struggles, but that wasn't Pete Golding's defense. That was Coach Saban's defense. Pete Golding just called the plays, right? So because that ain't what they're running at Ole Miss, they're not running what we did at Alabama, right? So what was it? Was it Pete Golding sucked, or was it that defensive schematic sucked? All I can know is this horrible Pete Golding that all y'all keep talking about is balling right now. Balling. That's all I say.
And definitely shout out to Pete Golding on getting the win, man. That was a major win. But James, my fault, brother, for holding you up. Fire off.
Nah, man. Ole Miss was they were really good. I got to give them a lot of credit. Trinidad Chambliss is a hell of a story. For all the Bama fans that keep saying, why can't we go after D2 players? Just look at Trinidad Chambliss. You talk about a kid that came from Ferris State, which is a D2 school, national champion, came to Ole Miss, finally got an opportunity after one of the quarterbacks goes down, and you look what he's done for that program. I mean, he was absolutely exceptional. I agree with Coach Sean. I was surprised with the amount of zone coverage that they actually played. We all knew that Georgia, as a pass rushing team, we've been calling it all year round. They're not great. Their best pass rusher is arguably one of their outside linebackers, and Chris Cole was a hybrid. But yeah, they don't have natural pass rushers. But the thing that I was just most surprised with was how physical Ole Miss was on the defensive side of the ball. They matched Georgia's physicality. Georgia averaged 3.6 yards per carry when they played them. Now, again, when Georgia played us a couple times, guess what Georgia was averaging? Almost 6 yards a carry when they played us every single time. So, Ole Miss got some big guys up there. Xavier Harris is one of the more notable ones, 6'7", 328 guy, big, really guy. It's kind of more of their nose, zero tech sort of player. But no, like Will Eccles. I mean, those guys up front match Georgia's physicality. And Gunnar Stockton's a warrior. He went out there and made some plays. Shout out to him for what he was able to do. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, Pete Golden was able to get the squadron right. And the crazy thing is that, listen, I mean, Ole Miss's coordinator is getting NFL calls. Like, he's highly regarded right now as getting NFL calls. Um, Lane Kiffin's trying to get these guys to go back to LSU because the administration they're tired. Like, those people at LSU are like, okay, great story. We need you to get to LSU though, where we're like, this thing needs to end. So they're tired of it. So Ole Miss is going through a lot of turmoil with that coaching staff right now. A lot of those guys want to stay, but at the end of the day, they did take new coaching jobs and they got obligations to LSU, not really to Ole Miss, and they're still winning and beating Georgia. That's impressive. Throughout the adversity that they face, a lot of those guys are probably going to transfer, go off to the NFL, and they're still finding ways for them to win. That's very, very impressive. That's commendable. And Georgia, this is the second game now in the quarterfinals where they just got out physical. This is the second game. The Notre Dame game was far worse because that was both sides of the line of scrimmage that was getting dominated. But this game right here is just, again, I'm not going to say that it's shocking because the first time that they played Ole Miss should have won the first game as well.
Yeah.
But Ole Miss put up 37 points on that team. Georgia just found a way to win in the shootout. This was almost damn near a very close, identical game to the first one. I just expected Georgia to be a little bit more physical, be a little bit more a little bit more aggressive, especially with their coverages, and honestly start to really put a lot of pressure and confuse Trinidad Chambliss with looks that honestly that they've never really seen before. And so I was kind of a little bit shocked by that, but hey, credit to Ole Miss for getting the job done. And now they're going to go into the semifinals against a Miami team that, let me tell you something, man. If Georgia would have beat Ole Miss, I think Georgia would have had a better chance against Miami because Georgia can match Miami both sides of the ball with their physicality. Miami's going to run the football. One thing Georgia's phenomenal at, they can limit the yards per carry. They can be a lot more aggressive with their coverage sets. This game though is just it's a different story. It's a different animal with Ole Miss because that's a spread you out team. They run a lot of more zone, but they're very physical on the offensive line as well. But Miami's edge rushing is Akeem Mesidor, Adam Moulton, and those guys, Ruben Bain. I mean, those are guys that they just ask to get to pin their ears back and get up the quarterback. Like Ole Miss is playing right into what Miami loves to do at the pass rushing standpoint. So
Facts.
it's weird because whenever teams ask to say go up and just match Miami's physicality, Miami wins. But teams that spread them out and they play a little bit of a different game, they play more of an efficient game, Miami loses. Hence the SMU and the Virginia game. But I don't know. It's a weird matchup for Miami and Ole Miss overall. But hey, credit to Ole Miss for getting to this point right now, man. They did something that not a lot of people believe that they could do. And shout out to Pete Golden.
Coach Carl, take us home on this game, man. How you feel about it, man?
Well, the bigger thing with me, man, was that Ole Miss in the second half out physical Georgia. Like we watched Ole Miss basically. Georgia damn near took their soul in the first half. And then Pete Golden go in the locker room, come back out, and the kids play harder. Georgia changed their game plan in the second half, like Kirby always does, and it backfired on Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Kirby went in the locker room and came back with the same exact game plan, he probably beat Ole Miss by 20. They changed their game plan, came out the second half, Ole Miss adjusted just like Kirby, and Ole Miss took advantage of it. Georgia. Because now they got to put a freshman in there that was smaller by the freshman because the other two running back was hurt. Then this guy started running side to side. It was a downhill runner. You start moving side to side. You put Ole Miss in prime territory. Like you gave Ole Miss all the damn glory they needed. Because now they not to worry about you coming downhill that I'm making you their speed. From their side to side speed, they just started tracking the young boy down. Then they had to run going to start them. So because the young boy wouldn't go into the middle, they ran going to start. Going to start started taking those big shots. And then Pete Golden got the lead, man, and they rolled it on out. But like everybody just said, B Sharp. I don't know if Ole Miss match up well with Miami, but I can tell you one thing. Them damn kids playing their ass off of damn Pete Golden.
Facts.
They playing off of Pete Golden, and they playing to prove Lane Kiffin, like, yeah, you bolted on us, but we're gonna win the national championship.
Facts. That's dangerous. Facts.
And that's how they playing. They playing to prove the world that Lane Kiffin made the wrong damn decision. So Miami coming in trying to prove the world that they kids been overlooked and undervalued. But Ole Miss playing the same damn way, and they doing it at their coach. They're not doing it just at the world. They're doing it at their Pacific coach. Like, we coming to show you that you should have stayed your ass here instead of jumping and running there. And that's a dangerous combination. So if they play like that the rest of the year, I don't see nobody really going to be able to beat them. They go into that Miami game next weekend with that type of damn mentality, with that type of feel, nobody going to beat that team but probably Indiana. And if Indiana slip up and lose against Oregon, Ole Miss going to win the national championship. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just leave that alone. Them kids playing, and them kids playing with fire. And I wish like hell that our kids had that same intensity. And those boys playing with fire, man. Those boys are playing to prove a point and shock the damn world.
Hey man, they are definitely playing. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We said at the beginning of the year, which is making it all funny now once you look at the final four, is that we said we don't know who's gonna win it this year. We don't know who's gonna be. It's not really a team that's standing out at the beginning of the year. This was before the games was even played. Some folks just had the necessary, like the cliches, the Georgias, the Ohio States, hell, even Alabama. But we see none of those teams are still there. We have Oregon, Indiana, Miami, Ole Miss. You tell me how many of us predicted that, or at least one of those squads. That is amazing. I'm gonna tell you this about Ole Miss. Ole Miss better get this championship while they can. I don't see them after this season doing it. They are getting good recruits in, which we're gonna talk about the transfer portal in a minute.
Kids they're getting.
Yeah, they getting some guys now, and we definitely gonna talk about that in a minute. That's why I said we got one more game, then we're gonna tackle on that, and then let Jans fire away on that. But the last game I wanted to talk about, of course, good old Miami, Ohio State. That was another great game, and I tried to tell him about that man. Should be top 3, top 5 in the draft. Ruben Bain, somebody gonna get him. Somebody gonna get him, man. The kid is just disruptive. It just seemed like, he didn't get that many sacks in the season. It felt like he just turned it on in the playoffs. And he missed about 3 of them in this game because they were just all over him, trying to stop him from making plays. But Coach Sean, Ohio State, Miami.
If you remember, I said I think Miami gonna beat these dudes. That was my exact words. I said, I think Ohio State gonna come in playing well. I said I think Miami gonna win the game because I saw Ohio State against Indiana lose sort of similar to the way I did. Not I did, but the way our team did, just obviously not as bad, but the same principles of why. I knew that they weren't going to be able. If you can't block Indiana's front, you're definitely not going to be able to block Miami's. And true to form, Miami got after them bad. It's to the point where Coach Al even told y'all on the Skycam cast. The game was broadcast on ESPN, all the ESPN channels. Had the Field Pass, Skycast, and the regular game and something else. 3 or 4 channels. If you went to the Skycast, there was no announcer. You can just hear everything in the stadium. Coach Al was talking about you can hear the play because you can hear the players talking when they get to the sideline. That mic, they go over the field, pick up everything. And you can hear the players saying, he's scared, he's running. And I could see it on film. Julian Sand did not want to get hit in that game. That kid was bucking up before he was throwing the passes, turning his back. That kid was let's just say he had happy feet in that game. He was not thrilled about getting hit. And Miami saw that. And once they saw that, it was done. It was done, man. And I saw them struggle against Indiana's front. They sacked Julian 7 times. So I knew this defensive front was going to eat. And they came out and whipped Ohio State in the front 7, where it counts. Ohio State went same thing we did. They abandoned the run and went passy because they panicked when they got down. Ryan Day was calling the plays the first half. I don't know if he called them the second half. Maybe he did, but I know the first half he got behind the sticks a lot of times, and Miami knew it. They pinned their ears back. They were more physical than them. The defense played well, and they beat Ohio State up. They did the same thing to them as what happened to us. So Miami is, they have a great defensive front. You're not going to be able to run right at those guys. It's going to be interesting to see how they run sideline to sideline with a team like Ole Miss. But it's just, I put this on a post, man. Finesse and trying to trick people will never beat physical, in your face football. You know what I'm saying? You may win a play or two here and there, But the physical brand of football of beating you up play after play after play after play is what's going to win you a football game. Miami, Alabama, Ohio State. Indiana, Alabama, Alabama. So that brand of football is what won, and you saw it again in the Miami and Ohio State game.
Whew. Said a whole lot right there, man. But Jance, what's your thoughts on this game, man?
I wish we had, man. I wish we had Miami's offensive line, defensive line.
Man, tell me about it.
I wish we had that type of authority and enforcement. You know what's funny? It's possible that you actually could have it if you just make the proper evaluations. But again, I know we'll get to that in a little bit. No, Miami was just. I mean, the Coach Sean said everything I wanted to say. I mean, they've been doing that all year round, man. Teams that want to match up and go ahead with them, they lose every time. It's really the teams that spread them out or the teams that win. Which is the Ole Miss game. It's interesting. It's an interesting game to look at. But Ohio State, we saw it. We saw it twice, really. The Texas game, we saw it in the Indiana game. Defensive lines that match up against Julian Sand, where he's under duress. He's got to get the ball out quickly. If he can't get the ball out quickly, he's going to hold up. He's going to hold it. He's going to take the sack. Yeah. Simple as that. Miami was not. They were not scared of. They were not scared of Ohio State. They were intimidated. But you know what? A lot of those dudes are grown men. Like Keontae Scott, who's the best nickelback who returned for them, 25. He's about to be 25 in September. Jacoby Thomas, that's the one you're talking about, Coach Sean. That dude was talking shit the entire game.
Yes, he was.
And he was hitting. That dude was. Was hitting the entire game. Even I think he had a flag or two. He didn't care. That's the type of mentality that you want to have. You want crash outs on your team. You want guys that's going to go out there and just lay the wood, set the tone of the game, get guys jumping, and they weren't scared. Again, Miami's they're not the most talented football team, at least from a linebacker and secondary standpoint. They got a lot of young guys, more particularly their two outside corners. They're true redshirt freshmen, and Jacoby Thomas. I think he's a true junior. No, he's a senior actually. But their defensive line. Again, Akeem Mesidor was a transfer. Ruben Bain was pretty much he's the only true edge rusher they got that did not transfer. And, those guys were able to set the tone and dominate Ohio State on the offensive line. And so we have seen this twice with this team for Ohio State already. I think they'll be better because of it. I think this is a lesson that can be learned. I think they're going to go out and target the trenches because, again, when you lose that much talent the year prior on the offensive line, it's hard to kind of replicate it. A lot of those, and again, they didn't go out in the portal and just get a whole bunch of guys. Like a lot of those guys that they pretty much got were second and third string guys that they just kind of want to develop, just see what happens. I think they're going to go out there and target the trenches in the offensive line to get bigger, stronger. Get better, get a much better anchor there. Defensively, I mean, Ohio State played a good game. They played a good game, but Miami kind of wore Ohio State down a little bit with Mark Fletcher. Fletcher's a big boy now. He's 6'2", 235 pounds. He's a guy that for the most part, Miami can wear you down. They got an offensive line that's very, very physical as well. And it's not fun, man. It's not fun. It's not fun when you're going against 40 carries. It's just ground and pound season. It's not fun. Got to give a lot of credit to Carson Beck too. I know I've been extremely hard on Carson Beck, still am. But Carson Beck didn't lose the game, and that's what quarterbacks need to do, especially when you're in this type of game. Even NFL quarterbacks, Josh Allen, don't even do that. When they just know the tone of the game, right? You know that okay, I'm not going to score 20 or 30 points. I just know it. Like that's a great defense. That's a defense that they can get to us. That can get to me in less than 2.5 seconds. They're going to have a nice pass rush win rate. Their pressure rate's going to be off the charts. Let me go out, get the ball out quickly as possible, but let me utilize my legs if there's opportunities. And the biggest plays that Carson Beck did was just the utilization of his legs to pick up crucial first downs and move the chains and continue to waste clock. So Miami won them the game for that way. But at the end of the day, the better defensive line won, and the better defensive line that put the most pressure on the quarterback who made the most mistakes, which was Julian Sand, who does not have a lot of experience. He just doesn't. He doesn't have a lot of experience going against these type of defenses. And when he does, they don't put a lot on his plate. They don't put a lot on his plate. And so I think Ohio State will be a better team because of it. Again, I think a lot of it has to do with inexperience in terms of going against these type of teams. This is when people keep saying what's the difference between the SEC and the Big Ten. The difference is within the SEC, you see this shit every week. Like you see this every week. There's a reason why Ole Miss against a much physical football team was still able to match up with Georgia because they see it every single week. They match up against teams like Oklahoma and Georgia and A&M. Like this is what they do. Ohio State. What's the most physical team they played? Texas in the regular season.
Yeah.
First game of the year, and they won that game.
Them or Indiana.
And then Indiana in the Big Ten championship game, which they lost.
Yeah.
So it's like every other Illinois and then Penn State. Like, come on, we're not gonna take. Come on, like what are we doing here? So, again, I think they'll become a better program because of it. We all know Ohio State. We all know Ohio State's got the funds. They have the coaching staff wise is interesting. Very interesting to see what happens with their coaching staff, to see which offensive coordinator they get. When you keep having big changes every single year at the coaching spot, not easy, isn't it? Because Georgia's struggling with it. Dabo Sweeney still hasn't recovered, by the way, from losing Brett Venables and losing Robinson and losing Robinson. Still haven't recovered from it. It's not easy when you keep losing coaches on a yearly basis. So you're starting to see that with Ohio State losing their offensive, losing Brian Hartline, losing Chip Kelly the year prior. It's not easy. Not easy. So we'll see what they'll do. But yeah, credit to Miami. Quick prediction. I think Miami's going to get to the national championship. I think it's going to be Indiana and Miami for the national championship just because of those two physical defenses, those two defensive lines, how much they can get to the quarterback, and just the efficiency of how their offenses are rolling right now. They're not making big mistakes.
Coach Carl, take us home.
Man, I think Miami just took on the personality of former damn greats. I think Miami is playing like Miami played back in the old days, man. You see Michael Irvin on the sideline. You done seen Ray Lewis on the sideline. I done seen Ed Reeves of the world on the sideline. When you see those boys playing, they on the sideline with Hall of Famers, NFL Hall of Famers. Some of the most significant guys that you can even think of, man. Like, these are great. And then Miami, recruiting Miami kids again, those South Florida guys again, that's breeding and living and breathing in the condition and the coach down there in Miami. And then you got Michael Irvin on the sideline, just straight bringing that fire all game long. And those kids buying into what they're doing, man. So that brand is building, man. I mean, we talked a lot about coaching that came through and left. We talked a lot about Mario. Mario down there doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
He doing this thing. He got those guys firing. And when the biggest thing that people not paying attention to, right? The last 4 teams standing, or the last 5 teams standing at one point was all Nick Saban coaches. So they coming from a coaching tree with the hard knock coaching tree that instilling a whole lot of values into them, pushing these kids to the limit. Pete Golden pushing Ole Miss to the limit. Mario pushing down Miami to the limit. Now you got 2 hard-nosed defensive coordinators, man, going head at it, dog. Mario's a winner. It took him a minute to get where he's getting right now. It took him a minute to get the program back to where that. It took a while for those guys to start showing back up.
Why it took him a minute, Coach Carl? Why it took him a minute?
Because they had to buy into what he was doing, right? And he had to go back in and start recruiting his area. And they allowed him to get the time, right? And then instead of him doing it like he was trying to do in the beginning, right? He brought in he went back and got the old Miami greats and brought them back into the facility. And then they started pushing the same narrative that he was pushing. So you're not going to rebuild a culture of nowhere without having the culture. Like, you can't come in here and try to create a new culture. You got to rebuild a culture that was already established. You come in there and try to create something new, unless you don't have a culture, you can't create nothing new because Miami kids are all rugged. They rugged kids now. They come from the streets. You're not going to take those street guys and try to turn them soft.
Facts.
You try to turn those street guys nice, then you're not going to get what you want. So you want the street guys, right? If you're going to go out there and recruit them, you want them to be the same way. You just want to channel that energy and turn it into productive energy on the football field and not the street energy that you see out there with all the shooting and all the stupid stuff they be doing in the streets. All you're doing is channeling energy and taking from one area and putting it to another, not losing aggression, but you just transfer and aggression from the streets to the football field, and then you see it showing. Miami kids are playing exactly like I've been saying all year. They'll take a chance of taking your head off and getting a 15-yard flag because they don't care. And they know I can sacrifice this flag. I might get thrown out the game, but I got another hitter come right behind me gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna set the standard for what we want and how we're gonna play. And either you're gonna adapt to it or we're gonna run your ass out of the gym or run your ass out of the stadium, Texas A&M AE, right? And Jan said earlier, the team that beats them or the one that kind of spreads them out and get them all comfort. Oh, they took that personal too, gents, when they went to Texas A&M knowing that you're gonna spread me out and try to beat me here. No, you're not gonna beat me that way neither. They're gonna make you play their football game. They made Texas A&M play their brand of football, kind of like Indiana did us, made us play their football. They predicates what you gonna do, not you predicating what they gonna do. The only way I can see Ole Miss beating this team is to try to enforce some type of parameters on them, man. They're gonna have to come out here and try to take Miami heart. And I just don't know if you can take Miami heart. I'll be the first one to tell you, I was so damn wrong. I just knew Ohio State was going to whoop Miami ass with all that talent they had. I was so damn wrong. I even predicted the game to be 27-10. Miami went there and stomped on Ohio's soul. And mine too. Because in the third quarter, when I saw Ohio State making that run, I was like, oh, Lord, man, I'm going to let the world down. And then that defense was sitting back relaxing, just chilling. They held the team, and in the fourth quarter, they turned back up again. They were like, okay, you thought it was done. And it came back out harder. They was chirping the whole first half, and Ohio State couldn't even breathe. They couldn't breathe. They was so, Jeremiah Smith was like, he a Florida boy. He was intimidated by his own. Second half, come in there, make a few catches, get up and throw a little man sign up and score a touchdown. And then the fourth quarter, he disappears ass again. So, what are you talking? Hey, Sean, what you say, Coach Sean? They had Julian Sand running so damn scared, man. It was like he was in the hood, boy, and the mama went there. Like his mama just dropped him off at the grocery store and left him, and he was in Miami by himself. And he was just running scared for his life.
He definitely was.
He was in the bathroom, called 911. I saw him on the sideline with the phone in the ear. He wasn't talking to the coaches or staff. He was calling the police. He was so scared, man. They had that dude spooked. I seen that look before, right? I seen that look when Florida State had our quarterback spooked. I saw that look before. He was spooked. That boy was terrified. So I don't know Trinidad. He's elusive. So if he can get outside the pocket, he can make some runs and make some plays outside the pocket. They probably got a chance, but he's standing in there trying to be a grown ass man. Bane is different, boy.
Trying to tell you.
Bane is different. You standing there trying to be a grown ass man, Bane gonna embarrass him. Bane gonna have damn London. What the Simmons boy now? Austin Simmons in the damn game. They better hope Austin Simmons don't get in the transfer portal. Because
I think he already is, ain't he?
If he in the transfer portal,
Austin Simmons is.
They ain't gonna have no bag up. Bane coming. That defense is coming. That defensive line is coming. Ole Miss is suspect in between the damn guard and the tackle. Those guys coming.
But Coach Carl, guess where these you know what's funny? Half that starting roster, they're not Florida kids. Half that starting roster, guess where they're from? The Louisianas.
They were Louisiana.
The Central Arkansas, your Northern Alabamas.
Yeah, but you
the places that we should be recruiting at.
Yeah, but the core of their team is Florida based.
In Florida, yeah.
Yeah, but Cristobal went out and got some more rugged guys from other states to come in and play with them. They didn't go get the pretty boys.
He got the 2 and 3. He got the 2 and 3 star kid from places that like us that reject them.
That we won't recruit.
They got the best offensive line in the country.
You do know Cole Jance, right? These guys, and where we at, they recruit size.
Yeah,
they don't recruit physicality. They only care about size and height.
They went to Canada and got a key. They went to Canada and got a key Mesidor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
A dog.
It's funny that we talking about this because that's a great way to transition into the transfer portal. Everybody I know it's the most wonderful time of the year for college football, especially with our season being over. Now we can just keep our eyes focused on the transfer portal. Got some guys that hopped into the portal with Keon Keeley's. The I just seen Cam Calhoun just jumped in there. Um, Jalen Mbakwe, Noah Carter. The Noah one hurt, and we spoke on that other night. But I'm gonna kick it off with James, man. What you expecting this staff to do or whatnot, man? Is and why you or what you expect the staff to do, who you expect to go after, what you want to see, and also try to answer Ray question for him.
And don't be nice.
Oh, I'm not gonna be nice. I'm pissed off with what I'm witnessing right now. I'm disgusted actually. 250 of so I did my list. 250 top portal kids. Guess how many kids we have talked to? We have talked to 7 kids. We've talked to 2 running backs. We've talked to a line. We've talked to a linebacker who I actually do like. We've talked to a defensive tackle from. You know what's funny? Half these kids we talked to are from the West Coast. So we're not targeting the South. We're not targeting the North Alabamas and the Central Arkansas and the HBCUs. We're not targeting the small FC. We're not even targeting the FC, the All American, All Conference FCS schools. We're not targeting kids with a chip on their shoulder. We're trying to target big time players from more West Coast or coastal sort of areas. We're not targeting our own, and this is the problem. This is why we will not go anywhere because of this. You see what Indiana's doing right now. You see what Indiana's doing. It's they, here's another problem before I kind of get into this, Brensky. Why in the hell do we not have a separate scouting department for the transfer portal? Indiana's got it. Oregon's got it. Look you can go on their website, look up their coaching staff, and look at their coaching, and look up their staff departments. They have separate They have separate scouts, people that were former NFL players. I'm sorry, NFL scouts that are coming into college, and they're scouting these guys all year round. Why don't we have this? Why do we have the same scouting department, hence our coaching staff, that's for the most part looking at high school recruits and transfer portal recruits? We are being left behind. We are in the Stone Age in terms of evaluating talent. This is not just a let's just take a look at these kids from November and December period. No, this is a year-round process. I'm not saying that you have to go in there and tamper, but you can go to the games, you can evaluate, you can have tape, and we don't even have that right now. I can tell we don't. Because how in the absolute hell are we talking to 5 or 6 of these kids? Most of these guys are skill position guys, right? We're talking to a couple running backs. Malik Brown, we've been high on for a long time. But guess what? DeBoer's been high on Malik Brown for a long time. 190 pounds, shifty, elusive, north and south sort of runner. But, it is what it is. Like that's, Malik Brown was close to committing to Washington. Of course, we have to go after a former Washington recruit because that makes a lot more sense. Like, I like some of the guys that we have, but Jesus Christ. It's like, what? Why can't we go after Nick Marsh, who's from Alabama, who's from Alabama? Why can't we go after a Christian Allegero from Wisconsin, who's 6'2", 255 pounds, and we're not even in a conversation with this kid. We just played against him. That kid against Wisconsin dominated us. Dominated. He was the only good thing for them. We're not even having conversations with these kids. We're not even offering these kids. You're braiding up. You're getting Lamprons from Bowling Green, who's from Central Florida. You're Dylan Williams from Central Arkansas. You're Jason Prevard from West Virginia, Prevard, whose brother went to Thompson. Why are we not having conversations with kids that are in our region that are in our areas? We're not doing this anymore. So I'm pissed off, man, because it just does not make any sense to me that Indiana has five commitments and they're still playing for a chance to go to the national championship. They have 5 commitments already. Why is this? You know why? Because they have a separate scouting department that focuses solely on transfers. It's 24/7 for them. They run this thing like it's the pros. We don't. We are being left behind in the damn Stone Ages. So, Brent, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who. I don't know what I want because I don't know if we're gonna actually target these. I don't even know if we actually want to target these guys. I want to target the FCS schools. I want to target the small schools. I want to target players that as soon as they take a visit, their jaw is on the damn ground as soon as they see our weight room. That's the type of players I want. I want the guys with chips on their shoulders that are getting passed around. Because you see what Indiana's doing. They dominated us with nothing but 2 and 3 star kids from small school areas. The Jacoby Thomases that were talking shit to the Ohio State receivers, guess what he was? He was a Middle Tennessee. He was a Middle Tennessee player that just wanted an opportunity. Got to Miami and he's the hardest hitting player on their team. Keontae Scott, I saw this kid in person when he was at Toledo. Dude was making plays for 3 to 4 years, wanted an opportunity, entered the transfer portal, got rejected by all the schools, had to go back to Toledo, still made plays, and now he's in Miami for the last 2 years, and he's been one of the best defensive players. I want those type of players. Give me the guys with chips. Give me the guys with something left to prove. Give me the small-time players. So I'm tired of Bama fans saying, "Oh, Indiana's spending millions of dollars." And so what's the excuse? What's Oklahoma State doing? What's Oklahoma State doing? They got 6 commitments. What are they doing? Do they have more money than us? Are we broke? What is the problem? No, it's not money that's the issue. It's evaluation that's the biggest problem. You don't have to go after the big schools. You don't have to go after, again, I would love Cam Coleman to death, and I would love for him to come here, but you don't have to spend your entire NIL budget to bring that particular player in. You know who you can bring in, though? You can bring in the small FCS school players that can come in, that can come here, that actually have a chip and can set a standard. Because clearly we don't have a standard here at the University of Alabama. That is now dead. So get players in here. Get your third, fourth, fifth year guys, your redshirt freshmen that are dominating, your all conference players that are looking for an opportunity to prove themselves. The guys that are not going to be impressed by the fancy equipment. The guys that are going to come in here and work their tails off. I want those guys to come here. I want the 0-star players because I'm tired of us getting 4 and 5-star guys and they're leaving without a year. Not all of them on their own detriment. Coaches are kicking these kids out too. The 4 and 5-star guys that you recruit, they're kicking them out to the damn curb. So clearly that's not working out for us right now. So you know what? Stop going after potential. Get the 0-star and the 1-star kids that fit your damn program. Get the guys that have actual size, and let's get to damn work. That's a damn shame. 250 freaking schools. I'm looking at all these players, and we're not even talking to these kids. We're not even offering these kids. So that tells me that we have no interest in these kids. And that's the problem. We are left behind in the damn Stone Age. And until we focus on that and get that fixed, we will not go anywhere as a football program. A damn shame that Indiana, who whipped our ass, is now the number one team in the portal, and they have less money than us. A damn shame.
That's how you set a tone right there. Well said, my brother. Well said, Coach Sean.
I mean, Jance is a 1,000,000,000% correct.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand the depths. I hope they was listening to him too. Mm-hmm. What Jance is telling you guys is my 2-star coming out of high school that went to Colorado State, who's been starting for 3 years, is better than your freshman 4-star coming out of high school. Indiana just proved that. Just really think about what I'm saying. My 2-star, who been starting at Colorado State for 2 or 3 seasons, is better than your 5-star, I'll say 5-star, who coming out of high school right now, right? Your 5-star still got to develop to the college game. That may take a year or 2, for some even more than that. This kid had been starting for 3 years at Colorado State or JMU or Toledo or Akron. So he's got production. Signetti said, I prefer production over potential. One thing about potential just means you have the potential to be great. You also have the potential to not be great. So it can go either way with that potential. For every Julio Jones you got a Ajayi Hall. This is just the straight up truth, right? No disrespect to nobody. Well, this kid been at Toledo for 3 seasons playing defensive tackle. He's 6'6", he's 6'3", 270, right? But he's better than your 5-star who still ain't developed yet, who still hadn't got on the field yet. Well, that Indiana team got a team full of that, right? And Coach Jans is saying our team is not going after none of these productive kids from lower tier schools, right? Yeah, potential you would get exactly. So you know, I ain't gonna go too hard on this transfer portal. There's a lot we could say, but I'm gonna tell everybody in the chat this, Ray. And this is to like Ray and all the ones who was talking. When you see, I did a video about this, man, and I'll reiterate what I said in the interview without giving too many details. We've given packs to people that we won't say nothing about this stuff until certain things happen. But let me say this. When y'all see these kids hop in the portal, don't just assume the kid just hopped in the portal. Let me say this again, and you can say, I told you. When you see these kids in the portal, don't just assume the kid want to leave. No, there's situations where the kid did not want to leave the school, but was made to leave the school for whatever the reason is. Do not assume because you see this kid in the portal. Oh, he had a good season last year. Why he hopping in the portal? Maybe the kid didn't want to hop in the portal. Maybe the kid was told you don't have a home here for going forward. You need to keep this to yourself, man, and think about what we're saying, because fans love hopping on these kids and they're leaving, all this BS. You don't know what you're talking about. A lot of these kids did not choose to leave certain universities. They were made to leave for whatever the reason. And you better believe this is facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't pick and choose who I'm gonna fuss at and who I don't fuss at. I just wish the kid the best. I pray for all of them, right? Yeah, Ray, trust me. At some point in time, we're gonna go into detail about it. We can't do it right now, right? But just I'll just give you the base. You know, you see the kids are in the portal, right? All we can tell you is don't just assume the kid wants to leave Alabama. Don't just assume that, right? And as far as these people talking about Courtney Morgan and we gonna get something better and this, that, and the third, and you got to play for a check, that's the most ridiculous stuff I ever heard in my life. You can always tell the ones that ain't never played no football, bro. Bro, if you based play off everybody's check, you wouldn't have a damn roster. You wouldn't have a roster, bro. They give these kids these deals to come to the school. What they do with it is what they do with it, right? This is an initial, yeah. This is an initial lure. This ain't a. Well, you get an extra 1,000 for extra catch. No, bro. No, that's not how it worked. That's not how it worked, family. I know that's how we want it to work, but that's not how it worked, right? This is why college football is a effing mess right now. It's an effing mess. You got a kid like Wilkin, whose family is a Bama family. This kid is a Bama kid through and through. Sure, he had his struggles. Sure, right? Right? Do we know that he wanted to get in the portal? Do you know that for sure? Right? So I would just tell anybody, bro, don't assume with these kids, man, because you could be possibly wrong. And we personally know a few we've been reading that you definitely wrong on.
Look
You're
at Parker
definitely
Livingston. Wrong. Parker Livingston didn't want to leave Texas.
Jance, I swear, I was downloading it right there. I promise you I was downloading for this reason. The last line, the last paragraph says it all.
It says the video we made. Look at it. Look at it. I wish we could see that. Can y'all see that video? I mean, that last line. Never in a million years did I think I would be going into the portal. Let me read that one line again, and for the kids in the back. Now, this is a kid who's in the portal. You know how the fans say, why did he hop in the portal? Well, read with the last line. Never in a million years, not 100 years, a million years. Tell you how much he loved Texas. Did I think I would be going into the portal looking for a new home? Hell, I could stop right there. Some things are out of my control.
Arch Manning roommate.
Come on, bro.
Kicked him out. Now he's about to go. Now he's about to go to Indiana and ball with Josh Hover.
So
he's about to ball with Josh Hover. Amar Cooper, Charlie Becker, those kids with Parker Livingston. You kidding me?
Facts, man. So I would tell all of our fans. I don't care what no other fans say. I just want our fans to be mindful, bro. Because when you see these kids in the portal, you really don't know if the kid got in there or the kid was made to be in there to make room for whatever reason, the off the field issue, whatever the problem is. Please, man, please don't just assume and beat these kids up in your comments and your little Twitter fingers and all that when you really don't have a clue. You don't have a clue, bro, of the stuff that's going on in Alabama right now.
How many times?
I'm saying?
how many times I have said this before I even knew about some stuff that we know about.
It's a fact.
But I was like, man, don't beat up on these kids, man. These folks be looking at this stuff, man. And
They
y'all don't even
do.
know half of the stuff that be going on behind closed doors.
Man, it's
like, man, just wish them well. Because it ain't like they can just come out and just say, oh, this is the reason why I had put my name in the transfer portal. It's pretty much up in the air, and you got to decide what it is.
That's a fact.
So, man, that was like, man, don't beat these kids up, man, especially because they just like, I'm telling you right now, I know a lot of these kids that jump in this portal and then they see how they fans react right after that. I know they feel like they made the right decision, how these people be talking crazy about them. Don't believe in look how Auburn did Cam Coleman, Deuce Knight, and all that, talking about we took care of them. What you mean you took care of me? I'm about to say I did what I was supposed to do for you guys. I was a model citizen. I went to class. I did this on the field. I'm sorry it just ain't working out. I just want to go somewhere where I can live up to my potential. And I know I'm great, especially with the wide receiver. I'm not a wide receiver, the quarterback play that I have had over these years. And now you're bringing a new coach that I wasn't recruited by. I don't want to play for. I probably don't like his scheme. And I don't have that much time here to just wait. So, man, that's why I said, hey, watch what you say, because a lot of these kids, and not even the fans, I would say this to people that do what we're doing. Watch what you say, because I'm telling you, you're going to be in the faces of these kids one day, especially if you're doing this and you're trying to go as far as I want to go in it and these guys want to go. You're going to have to be in these kids' face one day, and they're going to be like, oh, man, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, man, that guy talk reckless about you when you don't do what he wants you to do. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's fake, and all that. But, hey, what do I know?
Indiana just picked up 3 more kids as we were just having this conversation.
And Indiana got their receiver from Michigan State, 6'2", 200 pounds, that caught 100 balls. Shout out to John, man. I see John in the chat.
Nick Marsh just committed to Indiana.
And these kids aren't expensive. These kids don't want
not
millions.
Expensive at all. They didn't, like, according to their fan base, they didn't pay. They didn't pay a lot of money for these kids. So I don't want to keep hearing the excuse that Indiana's just spent, because their NIL budget's below ours. They're not spending a lot of money to pick up these kids. But you know what they've been doing? They've been evaluating these kids for years. They've been evaluating these kids. They have a separate scouting department that focuses solely on the individuals that are playing college today. That's why they can go to the FCS. That's why they can go to Incarnate. That's why they can go to Central Arkansas, and they can go to these FCS and lower Division I programs and get these kids. They've been focusing on it. They had a different recruiting philosophy than we do, and we have not figured out how to utilize that. Otherwise, we would be in the conversation. There is no way, damn in hell, that after all these transfers, we're talking to 6 kids. All of them, ironically enough, are from either from the Big Ten or the AC Conference, which means that we're probably gonna have to spend a lot more money, because these are 4- and 5-star kids that we're trying to get back in this program that already are productive. So the way that we're going about this is the wrong way. We should be going after the smaller school kids. We should be going after the proven productive kids that are all conference players, but we're not. We're not doing that. So yeah, we may end up getting a Hollywood Smothers or a Raleek Brown. We may end up getting a Robinson. We may end up getting some of these kids here, and I'll be happy that we do. But remember, we're losing probably 25 kids to the portal. Are we going to replace all that? We have 78 scholarship players. Are we going to replace all of that? We'll find out and see. But the way Indiana is doing that entire, the way that Indiana is doing this is the correct way. The way that Oregon is doing this is the correct way. The way that Colorado is doing this is the correct way. Getting Cam Perry and the Scordato kid, who's an All-American, 1,300 yards receiving. We talk about what we need in terms of natural separation, guys that have the vertical stem, guys that can do it all. Well, Scordato was that kid from San Jose State. He was a first-team All-American.
Yeah.
You're telling me Colorado paid $1 million to bring him into there? No. We are approaching this the wrong way, and that is the problem. We don't know how to utilize the portal. It's okay to say it. We're using this like it's high school recruiting. It's not.
It's not how they utilizing the portal, gents. is that they only want to get the shiny fucking 4 and 5 stars kids.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
yep.
facts.
Yep.
It's all about the shining 4 or 5 star kids, and they only recruiting West Coast guys, man. Pay a damn attention. They ain't looking for nobody who's not a West Coast kid. If you recruited here, you 6'4" or taller, and you want to play defense or offense around here. They ain't only guy out here outside of damn Lolly Brooks that they done brought in who was short was Lottie. Everybody else is tall. They're not bringing in no short people. They have a type, and their type is only what they want. They not taking a chance on a 2-star. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. They ain't taking no chance on no 2
They ain't
stars,
waste
no
no
3
scholarship.
stars.
Yeah.
No, they ain't taking no chance on. But the problem is with 2 and 3 stars, you get a 4-star guy that's already developed most of the time till they peak. 5-star already hit their peak. Once you get to college, it's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You get that 3-star, he still hadn't reached his peak yet. They still growing. So by the time they hit their 3rd year, yeah, they 5 stars and damn 5 stars and now 2 and 3 stars. It's very seldom you find 25-star kids to come out of college. It's 32 5-stars a year, sometimes 33. It's very, very seldom that all 33 of those kids are hits. I don't think it ever happened that all 33 of those 5-star have been hits. It's more 2 stars, 3-star guys that become the hit than the 4 and 5-star kids. The lower tier kids come in and work harder. 5-star kid come in and ask you how much damn money you're gonna give him. That 2-star kid, he just happy for a damn scholarship. And then you say you're gonna pay him on top, it's icing on the damn cake.
Mm-hmm.
Them 5-star kid wanna know, hey man, you gonna give me $5 million? I ain't getting $5 million, I ain't coming. That's what the game is about now. Yeah. Shit, I want to be a damn 5-star. Shit, I can walk in there and put a damn $3 million demand on myself, knowing that my talent already peaked when I was in the damn 9th grade. Right? I'm in 9th grade, I done peaked the fuck out. So by the time I get to college and I think up the joint, you still gotta pay me my salary. And if you don't pay my salary, I jump in transfer pool and somebody will give me some more money on my potential. I've been to college 6 damn years and I finally started to realize that shit, I was a 2-star. That's why when you start seeing these damn NFL drafts, you be going out here looking at the big names. NFL don't draft big names. NFL draft production. So what you see on damn film is what I want to damn recruit. I want to recruit motherfucker that producing on the field, on film. Screw my French, Vince Prinsky. I want to see what's on the damn film. I don't want to see your ass in a 7-on-7 camp. All that 7-on-7 camp tell me how high you jump, how fast you are. When you put them shoulder pads on, can you take a hit? Can you read a block? Can you block some damn body? Are you willing to go across the middle of the damn field in front of the linebacker and take a hit? That's the question I want to know. Can you beat man coverage? Do you know how to read off man? Do you know how to read zone? Do you know how to set somebody? Hell, do you know how to set a damn tackle up for a spin move? Do you know how to overpower? Do you know about ripping? Do you know anything about the spilling? All you know about is damn size and power. I get in the weight room, I can pump 255 or 922 times. That don't mean shit to me. You tell me damn what the fuck you good at. And I'll tell you what you ain't. I can look at your film. You can tell me, well, I got 32 sacks. I can tell you damn 15 you probably missed. You could have had down 50. Like that's how I look at film, man. I don't look at film like, oh man, that dude him phenomenal. I'm looking at, oh shit, did he make that cutback? Damn, he saw that lane right there. He was setting that block up and he made that cutback. That's what I'm looking at. So a lot of people talking about we don't have a talent on our roster. Oh, we got plenty of talent on our roster. Yeah. It's a talent on our roster that our staff don't fucking want. Let's just be honest. It's plenty of talent. Our staff don't want that talent. Our staff want their own talent. And these sons wouldn't die. They're gonna go out here and they're gonna damn recruit what they're gonna recruit, and they willing to live with it or die with it. I guess it's damn like Brisket, they're gonna barbecue their ass or they're gonna mildew. But at some point, you running away talent and you're not going in the damn portal getting the right talent. You're going in the portal trying to get the shiny talent. I understand you want to make room for Cam Coleman. Shit, the whole damn National Football League waiting on Cam Coleman. Now, NFL teams waiting on Cam Coleman right now because they know what type of phenomenal he is. Mm-hmm. That kid you go at, But some of the other kids, like you targeting the kid for NC State. Okay, he's a burner. You're not gonna get a damn Jameer Gibbs. Yeah, you got burners on your damn roster. Why don't you just recruit the guys you got on your roster? You got that same kid coming to NC State. You know you got high production. I give you the high production, but you still got that kid at AK there. That's a Kevin Riley, same body style. You just get on the damn ball, hell, same damn production he would have had, right? But you're gonna bring you looking to bring this guy in that you ain't gonna damn running. We just did that last year with Dre down Washington. You went and got this top tier running back and then give that boy no damn carry.
Cam Calhoun as well.
You brought in the number damn 3 corner out of the portal and then give him no damn reps.
Rather play number 7. You rather play the dude
Deshaun Jones.
Deshaun Jones, man.
So you tell me what the hell, man. I don't think these motherfuckers know what they're doing. You bringing in talent and you don't rush them. You brought in a running back and didn't give him no carry. You're gonna bring in another one this year and sit his ass on the bench and bury him.
Facts.
So they can lose their position in draft.
We don't have a scouting department. That's the problem. We don't have a scouting department that can look at these. They've been taking a look at this kid, Jaquan Sanks. Indiana's been taking a look at this kid, Jaquan Sanks. Well, I've been looking at from Cincinnati, tone setter. He's a nickel hybrid. He is a tone setter. He is a person that will lay your ass out. Phenomenal run support. He's undersized, but he's phenomenal run support.
They don't want
that. This kid since May.
They don't want that. They don't want that.
They don't want that exactly. They don't want it because he's undersized. He's a 2-star kid that came out of Rochester. They don't want these kids.
If his ass ain't 6'4" taller, bro, they can cancel being damn recruited by Alabama right now. I'm telling you that shit for what I know for a fact.
Before we go any further, I just seen and hit this super chat. We got 73 likes according to Kim. Hold on, 73 likes. Let's get B-Sharp to 100 likes, man. Hit the like button, man. It costs y'all $0.00. Just hit that like button. Come on, man. Wipe your feet before you walk in somebody's house, man. Don't just come in there with them dirty shoes on. Wipe your feet. Hit the like button. I definitely appreciate it, and we're gonna hit Ephraim super chat. Appreciate it for the $5 super chat. Ephraim said, "What happens to players who don't get selected in the portal?"
Hell, they buried.
And they come back and
they buried. They buried.
And some of them would never see college football.
Never play college football again unless they go down like Division 2. You can leave the transfer portal and go down Division 2. You can go to Division 3. You can even go to the FCS level. But when they come from the D1 transfer portal, you got to wait till that portal closes and you're still in there. Now you got to try to find a home somewhere else because the FCS stuff start opening back up after NCAA goes. It's a clusterfuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
With all those kids jumping in the portal, some of those kids jumping in the portal for money.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that getting the money, the top tier ones that jumping in there for the money, they the first one to go off the board. And then the ones that in there for the position or for the love of the game, just wanted an opportunity, or ones that were kicked into the portal, sometimes they get lost in the shuffle, dog. They be in there more 2-3 damn years and hoping and praying that they can come out of it. That's just how the game goes.
The game is the game, baby.
I got a question for y'all to back up what Coach Carl and Coach Jansen Brinsky is saying. Dejon Lee came in last year, true freshman. D'Angelo Pons came into Indiana. D'Angelo Pons was at JMU. They both play the same position. They both number 5. D'Angelo Pons is a corner for Mississippi. Indiana, right? Dejon Lee was way more highly rated, obviously, right? D'Angelo Pons was a little 2-3 star, 2-star in some services, 3-star in some services. He went to JMU. D'Angelo played a year at JMU and got that experience, transferred to Indiana. Who had the better year? The 5-star freshman or the 2-star kid that played at JMU?
The 2-star kid.
They both play the same. They both number 5.
From
Chaminade Madonna. Dejon Lee, 22 solo tackles, 5 pass defended, 2 interceptions. D'Angelo Pons, 35 solo, 8 pass defended, 3 interceptions, 1 forced fumble. And he can play man.
And he locked man.
Yes, not off
He ain't
man, not
he
zone.
off man.
He up in your face like that.
Yeah,
And he's
locked
smaller.
Man. And Dijon Lee is a 7-yard off ball corner.
Ball. Thank you. You see what happened?
Not on ball corner, off ball corner.
Yes. So my point is, you may be a 2-star, but once you play 1 or 2 years at that smaller level and compete, that 2-star means nothing. You're probably better than your fresh 4-star. Why I know that? Because I watched the whole team of them whip Alabama's ass like we ain't been whipped since Clemson. Now you go argue with your mama.
Bama boy, Pons was not getting smoked against Ohio State.
Stop.
He was doing his job. You're playing off man. Boom. Once the guy go inside of you, you turn him off to the safety.
He didn't get smoked playing Alabama.
All the way.
That's all I can tell you.
You don't ride him all the way into the safety.
That's all I can tell you.
The defense that they play in Indiana, they play man zone. So once that guy turn inside, you passing him off, and then you getting back to your zone.
Not off ball. Yeah. So
when they playing that man to man, that in no corner going vert, his ass is locked. Facts. They ain't going at Pons when they going vert.
When they going vert, they going out route.
They going out route. They ain't bean Pons. The only way they get off him is when boom, they turn him in and he get underneath them so the safety can get on top. That is called football. That is called training.
Yes.
Because now if your quarterback throw that shit, but that weak ass back shoulder throw they be doing, that's a pick. Or if he throw it too far inside or over the top, it's another pick. It's bracket coverage once you go inside. That's why they play that man zone.
You missing the point, brother. You missing the point. That was my point. My point is there is no excuses. Who had the better season? Who had your 5-star? It don't matter if he didn't start. He's a 5-star kid. He's highly recruited. Every service wanted him.
He played every single damn game.
He played at a lower level school, then transferred to Division 1. That's you're making the point for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I will say this too, because like I say a million times, y'all gonna know more football. I don't care how much y'all try to teach me. Y'all gonna know more football than I will ever know. I would just say in defense of Deshaun, because y'all do make an awesome point. Because the guy, we said this 10 trillion times. Once you step foot on that campus, them stars don't matter.
That's
exactly. So why the hell are we wasting our time trying to recruit 5 stars?
Yes,
and then it's going out there recruit the damn kid that you see on film. Like we watched Dijon Lee high school on film. I watched some of his game in high school. He never played on ball. Ever. He always played off ball. He's a zone corner, and he still got beat.
Look what happened in the game. I was just going to say that
he's 6'5", and they was still beating their ass over top in high school. So imagine the college game. If they can beat you over the top in high school, they can beat your ass easily in college.
I will give him a pass. Freshman, still learning. Pun been in college a little while. That's what I said. Still got that experience and all that.
Xavier Brown had a way better year last year than Dijon Lee had this year, and he 3 inches shorter,
and he still got beat for 2 touchdowns playing man.
Yeah, and he still
straight
got
man.
Beat.
Yeah,
say what you want to say, man, but that's my point.
Oh yeah.
You're 5-star, ready to play. You know, you can use the excuse of him not ready or whatever. You're a 5-star. This kid here ain't getting recruited by nobody. He had one Division 1 offer, and he transferred there. Kirk Cincinnati, he went with his coach. And he's a better corner right now if you're gonna play man. I'm much rather have a kid from Indiana.
You talking about he's a young guy. If you're a 5-star, you're a 5-star. You walk your ass in the game ready to play. I'm just saying, you're supposed to be a 5-star, Brinsky. You walking your ass in the building ready to damn play.
About this position.
Supposedly.
Because I know somebody's going to use this against us, and I ain't going to say any names. I'm not going to say any name, but y'all know what I'm talking about when I say wide receiver. Because they show somebody one stats, and they're going to say they're better than this guy, which is straight up asinine. They're going to use this argument. That's why I say
9 times out of 10, you start thinking about position. Wide receivers. When wide receivers get that 5-star trait, they usually are on point. That shit is usually right on point. Offensive linemen, they shit is usually right on point. Wide receiver, offensive lineman, those 5-star traits are usually smashing. You get in between the D-line, the linebackers, cornerbacks, and some of the safeties is when that shit start falling off real bad. running backs, quarterbacks. He started falling off really bad. They're usually the 5-star that can't miss, or the offensive lineman and the wide receiver. Those are usually the ones that can't miss because all they do is run the routes and catch the ball with their hands. Right? They know how to set you up at the top of the route and get open. They're usually fast and twitchy. 5-star guys use their hand. Offensive linemen, they know how to bend, use their footwork, use their body. Everything else, you can miss badly when it comes down to 5-stars. I'm telling you right now, man, I would take a 1-star defensive tackle over a 5-star defensive tackle because I know that damn 1-star will give me 190%, and that 5-star quit on your ass because he get paid to do the shit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you good, Chris. You good? Go ahead.
No, only thing I was gonna say, man, just speaking on all this, because man, everything y'all saying is so on point. And I feel like a lot of people don't like to have these conversations. I'm glad Jant's the one that started off that really set that tone right there, which has to get people out of this old mindset, which we have said, like, bro, this old type of thinking with this old type of thinking of recruiting. Like, you got to get out of that, man. It's a new day and age in recruiting. But the only thing I will ask you guys, and I know you probably got something to say too, Coach Sean. It looked like something got you over there boiling.
Bro,
before you answer it, I want you to say whatever you want to say, but this is the question right behind it. Like, if it's anybody in the portal, you want Alabama to just go get just any player, what is that player? But go ahead and say what you got to say first.
I'm not familiar with most of them, just the ones that Jans has showed me, but we need D linemen. We need
I can give you the names.
Yeah, Jans know them by name, right? You know what I'm saying? But quickly, then I'm gonna let Jans say. I would like to ask Next King, do you know the difference in off-man, man, zone? Do you know the difference in matching? Because what you just said is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the scheme. Tackles don't. What are you talking about? Because you have more tackles. That means you got what? What we talking about? Pee-wee football? No, bro. No. I need a corner that can play man, that allow my people up front to rush the passer freely.
Rush the passer.
Right? We can't do that at Alabama because we get beat deep down the field. That kid in Indiana can do that, clearly. Ask Isaiah Horton. You know what I'm saying?
Ask him.
What are you talking about?
Ask him what are stand in phase, because they like to play a lot of off man, right? They probably know what stand in phase is, right? So he asking the question, talking about tackling. A lot of time when corners get tackled, that's because the guys up front ain't doing their damn job.
Doing their job. Thank you.
That's what that shit. The plays get past the line of scrimmage and get past the linebacker when the corners making a lot of tackles.
Tell them why.
And if they got to do a lot of tackling in the secondary on pass play, it's still line of scrimmage not doing their damn job. If I'm a press man corner, that means I'm gonna take away I'm taking away one receiver.
Thank you.
And the only way to damn beat me, his ass gonna have to hand fight me, push me, or goddamn I have to slip. Or get beat on a double move. That's how you beat press man corners. They are locked to your fucking hips. They ain't locked to your face, your eyes. They locked to your hip. They lock on your hip. Their eyes are on your hips, and they play through your hand.
That's a fact.
As soon as they see your head turn, their head get back around, and they ready to play defend the ball or pick this shit up. Lock corners, man corners. You look at the rare Weavers of the world. Like, we had lock corner. Drake Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
Was a lock. We had D
Milner. Yeah.
Lock. Like, I
want Brinsky to read Next King's last comment, and that's the exact same thing what Brinsky was just saying. These fans look at these numbers and they think that means something. I know a fan. Brinsky showed me 2 receivers, Cam Coburn and some other receiver. They don't even understand, Coach Carr, that the receiver they showed me didn't even play he played the off receiver. The off receiver is gonna always. I get this. This is a perfect example.
Always have better yardage.
Thank you.
Better stats.
I'm a Steelers fan, right? Do you remember we had Antonio Brown and Juju Smith? Juju Smith always had great seasons. 1,000 yards. Soon as Antonio Brown left and you become,
and he had to come to man, that number went down.
Now he's getting jammed. Now all of a sudden you're going against corners. They're jamming you on the line of scrimmage.
Thank you.
Not you getting better corner. Now you going against the best corner on this team.
Thank you.
You number one. Now you get the lockdown corner. Your ass ain't free no more. What happened with Juju Smith? What happened to Juju Smith? His ass got gone, didn't it?
Got gone. You can't play the X. You can't play the top corner.
He had to leave and go play with somebody else, and he became a third wheel.
Thank you. Numbers don't mean nothing, bro. That'll fool you, right? If you got to know what you're watching, right? That kid can play man. He can play zone. The kid at Indiana, he can do it all. They let him play the best receiver. He played both sides of the field. Do you understand the difference? You know what I'm saying? We talking football, right? We have two great corners in Dejon and Xavier, right? I don't want to see neither one of them impress man. Neither one. At all.
And the crazy part about Coach Sean, they brought in the money to play press man and put the damn boy in zone.
In zone.
And he ain't a damn zone corner.
Look, same thing he was doing at USC.
He ain't a damn zone corner. He a man corner.
His growth over there.
He a man corner, and they put a damn man corner in zone, and he got 8 up in damn zone, and then everybody damn mad at the kid. Oh, he supposed to be a 5-star transfer. Yeah, if you put your ass in a damn wrong damn position, you get beat. Now we got off ball covers, right? Corners. Then we put our off ball corners in there, man to man, Indiana tear our ass apart.
What is beloved Sandstorm talking about? I would have dominated SPH if I played back in the day. What you mean?
Man, somebody in there just talking noise.
Your name is Beloved Sandstorm, and you got a damn cartoon as your profile pic. If you don't get your goofy ass, I ain't quit talking to me, boy. You clearly are goofy. Look at your profile. I always can tell by profile pics. You 12, 13? It's okay. It's all love. You dominated me. You're right. You probably can't tell
me. He would dominate who?
You probably can't tell me the difference in backpedaling and scooching. You probably can't tell me. You tell him, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me.
You telling Coach Sean, you're telling you playing cover 2, you fire off. Right,
exactly.
And compared to playing cover 3 with 7, right? You cover 2, you 5 to 7. Cover 3, you 7 to 10. You tell him that he'll walk down and take 5 steps and think he's 5 yards all right.
Exactly. Good talking to me, bro.
Yeah, Alan Berry with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you for that, brother. He said, I just got here. Have y'all talked coaching changes and how we might get O-line, and I think strength and conditioning have to go. And I really believe that. I believe I believe we're gonna get a new O-line coach. I think if anything we get definitely gonna be.
Don't lie, Brinsky. Don't lie to these folks.
I really believe this is nothing. I'm just
when you get done, let me ask all y'all a question. I don't even want to be on this answer. Let me stop. Can I ask this question when you get done, Brinsky?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I just believe we're going to get a new O-line. I don't know about strength and conditioning.
That's where I'm going.
They're going after a kid, Brock Riker from Texas. I mean, they are looking at some small schools. They're looking at the kid from Brock Riker from Texas State, who's a center.
Yeah.
He's very similar to
everybody
Parker
want
Balesford.
that kid. Yeah, I see.
Very similar to Parker Balesford, but you know what? Yeah. You know what's funny? Since we need a tackle, and Brensky, Coach Sean, Coach Carl, you may appreciate what I'm about to say. Yeah. I want the kid Tyquez Richardson from Alabama A&M.
Yeah, he can ball. Hey, Quiz can ball, buddy. Trust me.
I want that.
That's a better fit.
Yeah,
for what we need, not for what they want. But see, we looking at what we see that Bama need. That's not what they like. What we think that they need is not what they like. They like Parker Balesford. They like those small guys that they think can move. But in the SEC, you saw coming down the script, Parker Balesford got his ass blowed up.
6'4", 285 pounds, man. Brock Riker. Now he's a good player. He's fine. He's good. But we need a Tyquez. We need a Tyquez Richardson. We need a big guy that can play left tackle, right tackle, play either your swing tackle positions, has the capability to slide in the guard, has the kick slide. Bro, I'm watching this dude kick slide. Never mind. I'm just not gonna get into
chance. That's just wishful thinking, bro. Like shit, we can say the same thing about the offensive tackle Alabama State right now.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
Say the same thing about that kid.
The safety at
6'6", goddamn 290.
At NC Central that Jan sent me.
Yeah.
Boy can play, man.
6'2", 215. Can really play. Play. And he got wheels, right?
Yep.
And he got wheels.
315.
Who is that?
I don't know. I'm trying to ask.
I don't know, but it ain't damn Parker Balesford. It must be one of those division those FCS or those SWAT guys. Yeah. They're not going into the FCS, bro. They ain't going to FCS and they ain't going to the SWAT.
I don't
Facts.
usually see centers that big. 6'5".
No, centers are somewhere around 290 to 315. They get in there bigger than that, then they can't snap the ball, get up fast enough. You want where they can squat. So at 315, he's a squatter. You don't have to worry about trying to come up too fast. Like Parker, he's like 275. So as soon as he snapped the ball, he's trying to jump back on his back feet, and then they bulldog on his ass.
You see what Crimson?
Oh, he said Elson said that's what we need. Yeah, we need something but not 6'5". You're from 6'5" is a little too
I'm about to say, man, that sounds like they're too big.
You want a little bit like 6'3" at the tallest.
Yeah, that's a good guard.
Shout out to Jalen Jones out of Alabama State, signing with the Texas Tech Red Raiders. That's big time. Anytime I see them HBCU boys,
he signed with Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted that kid. See, but you know what? It is what it is. Because
you got to think about it though.
Fits exactly what he.
Jalen had what 85 now catches for damn near 1,100 yards.
That's a hell of a lot of too. That boy, he can scoot too. That big Ross can scoot, boy. He can scoot, man. Baby. But look, here's my question. I want to ask y'all this question because I've been hearing this a lot, bro. Fans are like the strength. My homeboy Cody said the same thing. I got a question to the panel. Brinsky, start with you.
Oh Lord,
is it the strength and conditioning coach, or is it that you have defensive tackles that are not worthy of? How can I ask it, Coach Carl? Is it the strength and conditioning, or is it the players? I guess just put it like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I will say this. If we had Jaron Reed, Ashawn Robinson, Quentin Williams, all those boys,
that does help, don't
it? Right now on the team, none of these boys would be starting, and I'll leave it at that.
I'll tell you like this, Coach Sean. I'll tell you like that, Coach Sean. I ain't even gonna sit here and tell you no lie. I ain't gonna sugarcoat the shit for you. Get the fucking strength and conditioning. That goddamn staff is in the locker room working out more than the damn players.
Yeah, they are swole.
Let's tell you that they in there more than the damn players. When you walk in the damn locker room, they ass us in there under the damn weight room. Hell, half the time damn players can't even get on the damn bench.
Yeah,
because they ass us in there most of the time. It's them. That coaching staff is not like Scott Cochran. Scott Cochran made the players get in there. He made their ass to work out, and he worked out after everything was done.
Ain't he available?
This guy.
They won't go get him.
Hold on now, B-Shaw. You already know they're not about to hire no damn body from the saving tree. So let's go and put that shit out there. Ain't nobody from the saving tree coming back to Tuscaloosa under the board. But anyway, this guy is in that song going, trying to get down ripped for a damn national weightlift competition or some shit. Man, live in the damn locker room. He in there embarrassing damn kids, man. Putting all that shit on the damn bench and the most of them kid can't do it. You think they're gonna go in there with him? Ain't many trying to go in there with a man and they're trying to bench press 1,000, embarrassing the fuck out of you. Like you trying to push them to the limit. You go in there, you find out what they do well, and then you work on it. You capitalize on everything that they damn do well, and then you build their strength up. You give them motivation to get in there. They do that shit all season long, and then when the season starts, you gotta scale it back to 225, and everybody cusses it 225 all season long, so you don't burn your muscles out and tear your muscles up. That is the problem. They ain't pushing the guys, they ain't properly training the guys, and they ain't properly conditioning these guys. That's why during the season, they may not even be working out much during the season, because when the season started, a lot of time they was physical as fuck. But as the season went on, you start seeing how damn weak these guys look. They look pathetic against Indiana. Is that player? That ain't player, dog. Because we got to do our part in making these guys go in the locker room. We got to do our part in pushing these guys to the limit. These players are not going, mostly not motivated to go in there by their damn self. You got to push them in there. When they get in there, you got to ride them when they're in there. You just can't let them walk in there, throw a little things on the back and just leave the fuck out of there. You got to ride them. And if I'm on the weight bench out there pushing down 600 myself, I'm going to ride down Coach Sean when I'm trying to push 600. I'm trying to keep my 600 down going on, and I need to push Coach Sean to get 250.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You see Trevor Panilla's comment? That you know, I had my doubts about that stuff in the beginning too. You know, I thought I was just being too old school. But
it's a lot. It's a lot down the science, man. You have to build certain things at certain time of the day too. You gotta have this type. You gotta have this type of damn treatment going on at this time of the day. So you just can't go in there and do a whole lot of things. Everything is constructed by the way your body moves. That's why. But Alabama has that. Like they put on their full weight gear and they tell you what day and what time to work out Sun Mercers. It's all gauged and they has all this stuff.
Yeah, they got that crowd chamber. They got that zero-gravity treadmill. Man, like 7 schools got that, man.
Yeah.
You know,
they got everything that you want. They got some of the better facility in the NFL.
Yeah. What you think, Jans?
Hold on. Not in the NFL, on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
We have some of the best weight room facilities on the. We actually do. We have a top 10 weight training facility on the planet Earth, and we don't know how to use. We don't know how. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ever since we got Dr. Balu, whatever the crap you got the kids, the people from IMG Academy, it's just gone downhill. Because remember, we let go of Scott Cochran because we let go of Scott Cochran because 2 things. He wanted to coach more of special teams, but also too because players are getting.
They blame the knee injuries on him.
Right, they blame knee injuries on Scott Cochran. And so you wanted to get someone that wanted to kind of manage that, and we wanted to go science. We had that pairing with Balu, and I forgot the other guy's name who left. Ironically enough, both those guys came from Indiana, and it's just gone down ever since. I
will say this before we get up out of here, man, because I'm trying to. Cause I know we've been pretty tough on people today. I will say to try to end the show, man, let's try to give them something positive to look forward to. We have been saying a lot of stuff. So let's give them something positive to look forward to doing this transfer portal time until we get to the end, because I know Coach Carl and them boys gonna be dropping a lot of videos. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of videos. James gonna be dropping a lot of videos. I'm gonna make Coach Sean drop a lot of videos and just talk about some of these players coming to Alabama or where they going. But go ahead, Coach Carl, since you want to go.
I'll give you something positive.
Uh-oh.
I hope you. I possibly think we won't see this next year. All next year. That's a positive for me. Hey, we won't see that all next year.
You know what I'm saying?
And I tell you something positive, man. Honestly, at the end of the day, no matter how bad it gets in Tuscaloosa, we always gonna be rolling with the tide. And God is good. No matter what you think, no matter how bad it get, you always look to the hill which comes your help. Put God first, and everything you do after that will always prosper. Now, you were talking about looking forward. That's something to look forward to. Looking forward to getting a better connection with your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Look forward to communication. Look forward to continuity. Look forward to fellowshipping with one another. Because we all we got. So once we get outside the landscape of each other, everything could go sour. So we need each other. We got to love each other as a whole, not as an individual, man. We just got to love each other. We got to keep loving each other, keep respecting each other, and keep going forward together. Because once we start getting the road by ourselves, man, you can't do nothing in the world by yourself anyway. So if you're getting the world by yourself, trying to do something by yourself, you might as well just go ahead and call it quits and let it be. But for Alabama football wise, it's raining right now. The sun gonna shine. And when the sun shines, we just gonna have to pack the stadium and enjoy what we see. Because right now, man, we just looking forward to better days. So hopefully they get in the kids that they want. They train the kids they want. They get the kids playing the way they want them to play, and the team be successful. That's a positive. That's my positive. But with that being said, man, I'm gonna just say roll down tide. F them trees. The hell with LSU. Damn Tennessee. Texas too now. Horns down. And go OU.
Facts. For me,
appreciate you, brother. I'm go ahead, James.
Oh, go ahead, James. My fault.
Oh yeah, shout out your channel, Coach Carl. My fault.
Yeah.
Where they can find you?
Man, you find me on the block sometimes. You can find me on the Block Sports Talk. I'm gonna drop a few videos over here and there, but most of the time now, you can find me on the Bama Standard, man. Me and John doing a lot of stuff with the Bama Standard, trying to bring more awareness to recruits. So just trying to get more recruits' name out there. So we do a lot of stuff with the Bama Standard. other news coming soon, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But yeah, we're about to do a big thing with the Bama Stunner. So,
Oh yeah, Jan's my brother.
Well, I guess a positive. Well, a positive is we're going after more West Coast kids. So we're going after the philosophy of this coaching regime is that we're continuously going after West Coast kids. I mean, we got Raleek Brown coming in to visit. Shout out to Robinson. I know shout out to Robinson. I know he kind of came in and he came and visited today. We actually had a couple kids visit today. I think him and Smothers visited today. So hopefully that went well. So that's some positive right there. Yeah, I just we're just gonna have to watch and see what happens. We're gonna have to watch and see what happens. Again, shout out to the kids that are finding new homes. We got over almost 3,000 kids in the transfer portal, and so I know it's gonna be a mess in there. There's gonna be some kids that's gonna find homes, some kids that are not. I know some of our kids that enter the transfer portal. They're sending out practice footage. I know so like I said, guys, I know guys like Noah Carter, Cam Howard. These are guys that stay with the program. Keon Keeley. Your Cole Adams of the world, right? Your Du Bois. If these guys are trying to get help in terms of recruitment, and make sure to do whatever you can. Make sure to share their posts, retweet their posts. Make sure that coaches see exactly what they have, exactly what they bring to the table, because we don't know these kids' circumstance. We don't know if they were kicked out. We don't know what sort of situation. Maybe it was family. Like, we don't know why kids decide to leave. So it is what it is on that standpoint, man. Just go out there, repost some of their content, make sure that these guys get a second home and another opportunity, because I mean, the portal, man, it can give, but it can also take away. So, hopefully that can be a little bit of positive reinforcement. I just hope that I don't know what we're doing as a coaching staff. I mean, I guess we're going after West Coast former West Coast kids. I don't see the strategy. Like, I see Indiana's strategy. I see Oregon's strategy. I even, like, Oklahoma State hired a scouting department from the NFL, from former NFL. They got former NFL scouts, and they literally made a scouting department specifically made for the portal. So everyone else is having two different scouting departments except for us. I don't know what we're doing. This is on Courtney Morgan, because he is the general manager. We gave him a lot of leeway, but I'm also going to blame Greg Burns, because Greg Burns can also step in here and also give us leeway for that as well. You did it with Alabama basketball, but you won't do it for our football program. It just makes absolutely no sense. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing on that standpoint, but I just hope that we can get some players, because we lost 6 guys. I mean, potentially 6 guys are going to be gone. And so we're making an overhaul for the offensive line. We still haven't hired a new offensive line coach. I don't know what we're doing on that standpoint yet. I understand we got to be more patient, but I also face people's concern, because teams that are still in the damn championship picture have, even though they lost coaches, positional coaches, coordinators, they're still getting commitments, which tells me that, again, because the fact that we don't have a separate scouting department for these portal kids, we are once again left behind the 8 ball. Yeah, we might go out and get a top 5 player in a certain position, but are they going to actually come here and contribute? Because we've done this before, and transfer portal kids did not do anything. Matter of fact, we played them out of what made them special in the first place. So in terms of our evaluation and our coaches in period, I'm losing confidence every single day that these kids can be developed and that we actually know what we're doing in terms of evaluation. Because we've had top 3 recruiting classes, we've had great portal classes, and it's mean absolutely nothing. So we'll find out and see, man. But yeah, that's all I got. Channel is Jant Sports on YouTube. I'm gonna be posting a lot more content, so definitely make sure to do it. Season's over, but doesn't mean that it's gonna be over for me. And then also, again, make sure to follow these guys' YouTube channels. Make sure to follow the Bama Standard. Shout out to Kyle for Bama Football on YouTube. Shout out to Clinton Lamb as well from Coverage Crimson and the rest of those guys. Yeah, that's all I got.
For me, man, it's everything Coach Carl and Coach Jan said. Anytime you still breathing, bro, it ain't as bad as it seems, right? We all know the positive things that's going on, but for me, bro, I'm positive because of the kids that we know of personally, who we know their parents, we talk to them. I'm positive about these kids getting to play somewhere else that's going to actually play them. I'm positive when I see these kids from Alabama, especially the ones that we talk to, the parents are the ones that we talk to. I'm positive and happy for them that they'll be actually going somewhere to play that's going to actually play them and let their talent show. I'm positive that getting your ass whooped by Indiana the way you did, we're going to change that weak ass 7-on-7 offense. I'm positive that the world seeing Alabama get beaten, threshed like that, maybe it'll shake you up just enough to do something different. Nothing works better than old ass whooping. Is what I'm positive of. That's what I'm positive of. We keep talking about we the standard and all this. We the standard. We Bama and all this, and you out there and got your ass whipped in front of 22 million people, whipped in the worst way. So I'm positive that ass whooping hopefully will show you that we can't play 7-on-7. If to those know what 7-on-7 is on Saturdays, right? You actually have a running back that you got to use. So I'm positive with EJ Crowell coming, maybe, just maybe, we'll actually learn how to run the damn football again. I'm positive that, hopefully we'll have 1,000-yard rushers. Hadn't had one since B-Rob was here, right? Hadn't had 1,000-yard receiver since Jameson Week.
That's wishful thinking, Coach.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Wishful thinking.
You're right. It is, right? I'm trying to be positive. You know what I'm saying, Jan? So I'm positive that this ass whooping will hopefully change a few things and show you that you ain't good as you think you are. You know what I'm saying? You're not good as you think you are. That's just the straight up truth. I'm also positive that, that these kids whose hearts are broken, who got told to get in the portal, that they'll go somewhere and ball and God will be with them and show Alabama that sometimes coaches got egos too and make the wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? We'll expand on that a little later. You know what I'm saying? So I'm positive about all of that. I'm positive that this coaching staff will take a little bit more of an old school approach, considering that every damn team left in the playoffs, whether you're talking about Cristobal, Golding, Landing, or Signetti, all came from the Bama at some point in time in their coaching career, and it took a Bama team to beat another Bama team and put Georgia out. Coaching staff wise anyway, coaching particulars anyway. So I'm hoping that, I'm positive that all these L's that we're taking will make you change some of the stuff you're doing, thinking, trying, and make you realize that this it's only an uphill battle if you don't change what you're doing, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So that's what I'm positive about, that an ass whooping will change all this. And we definitely got that in front of the whole world. So you can definitely find me at JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube.
Ooh. Hey, the insanity part is a hope.
and that's a hell of a plan, Coach Carl.
Hey, man. Hey, we're going to see how everything happened, man. And we're going to just see, man. I'm just positive that we can make some things happen, man. I'm a very patient person. I believe I still trust this coaching staff. I have questions, a lot of them, more than I want to, but hopefully we can go out there and get the job done. If you want to do it your way, like old Blue Eyes said, you did it your way. Hopefully your way works, because if your way don't work, you're going to be on I-95 or 85 or which one, whatever one you want to be on.
That's our 20 up. That's our 20 up that way, but you trust Ryan Groves.
Gotcha. Oh my God. But I'm gonna get this one. Shout out to Nick.
So you trust Ryan Groves?
Hey man, if that's where we're going with, that's what we're going with. That's all I can't control it. I'm just a guy on YouTube. But shout out to Nick for being a member for 4 months, man. I got to sneeze and I cannot sneeze to save my life. But shout out to Nick for being a member for 4 months. Appreciate you always, brother. Jesus Christ.
Hey, that's not the fact you got to sneeze, Brent. You know what that is? That is honestly, Coach Sean. That is the old Alabama faithful was about to smacking the hell out of his ass when he said he still trusts his staff.
Hey, all I can do is just go with who's there, and then just hope that they do the best. Well, shout out to Nick for the $4.99. Appreciate you, brothers. That Roll Tide beat y'all, Coach Sean and Coach Carl. Sorry I'm late. And my Bama family. Man, dog, man, you ain't gonna say nothing to Jazz, man. Jazz here. Jazz right here.
That Mr. Rant himself, the king of rants, gents.
Appreciate you, Goof, for becoming a member.
Welcome back, Goof.
Anybody want to become a member is in the description. Appreciate everybody. Try to get some of these giveaways for the beginning of the year, man. Everybody definitely send a prayer out to Tez and his family. Some stuff that I know, just they need it. Just send a prayer out there to his family. Man, because it's sad. I let him speak on it if he ever want to speak on it. But just send a prayer out there for Giants. But also got a lot of stuff coming up. Finally, I said this man's name 1,000 times. I'm gonna wait till after the transfer portal. We're gonna see where his boy Cam Coleman go. But my boy Phil, that I have talked about 1 trillion times on this show, will come on the show after the transfer portal. I told him I want him after because I don't want him to give up nothing until all that over. So everything should be over. After that, he'll be up here. Then my other guys, over there at Tier 1, they're NIL recruiting service. I don't even know how to even explain it. Agency, I think the NIL agency. I went to school. One of the guys, they're gonna come up here and talk about this whole thing with NIL and all that to give us a better understanding of it. They're doing a great job. I think one of the highest people that they represent is what's my guy name from Ole Miss? Number 2 from Ole Miss. He from
Kyron Lacy.
No. I said from Ole Miss. Number 2.
Oh,
Harrison.
The defensive back.
No. The wide receiver.
Oh,
Harrison Wallace.
No. On offense is number 2 is Lacy. So it ain't number 2
for Ole Miss.
Yeah. That's sure? Lacy. The running back. Number 2 is the running back for Ole Miss.
Oh, it's Harrison. Man, what's my man name? It may be a different number, man. My fault.
Yeah, Harrison Wallace.
Yeah, Harrison Wallace. Thank you. Out of Montgomery, Alabama. Shout out to him. Gump Town.
Another kid that whatever.
Yeah, Montgomery, Alabama. So definitely they'll be up here. And then my cousin and them. Shout out to Zarian. They're gonna be up here to talk about the sevens.
Yeah.
With that good old 707 down there in Atlanta, Georgia, February 28th through March the 1st. You see all the big time. They probably need to update this flyer because it's a lot more big names up there. Of course, you see Cam Newton up there. You're gonna see Drew Brees out there. I expect to see some heavy hitters out there. I think 24/7 supposed to be out there. Shout out to my cousin Zarian and his other business partner doing big things down there in Atlanta, Georgia with these 7-on-7 events. I can't wait to talk to him about it, man. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep on promoting, and I will be out there meeting a lot of people during this time. So definitely can't wait for that. So expect those 3 people down the line to come up here, but I expect Phil to come up here first. But appreciate everybody. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely appreciate. And he said Lacy is 5, not 2.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, we're gonna be there too. So
yeah.
Oh and, yeah, man. So you get
we got I think it's about 12 or 13 other former Alabama players gonna show up. So only thing it is, man, just 7-on-7.
Yeah, that's all.
It's for the wide receivers, man. It's basically the wide receiver camp.
Yeah, I did 7-7 for several years, man. That's where my heart is at, because
it's gonna be fun, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be fun, man. Zarian, definitely shout out to Zarian. Can't wait for him to come up here. I know he's excited. Unfortunately, he's an Auburn fan and an Auburn graduate, but I still love him. We all make mistakes in life, but no, it's all good, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that tune in to the channel. Still got a lot more cooking up, man. Can't wait for y'all to see what go down, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. I don't know when the next one gonna be. We'll probably do something before these games on Thursday, but I'll let y'all know, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank you for everything, and roll damn tide.
Roll Tide.